I feel like I forever. Um, but I'm early months. Uh, Let me see. School. Uh, yeah, we'll figure this out as we go. Um, uh, can- I'm cracking. I don't know what is wrong with this mic. This turn this on. I'll switch to that. Okay, that should be better. All should be good in the hood now. Anyway, let's see. Hey Heidi, hey Ghostface, hey Gamecock, hey Sweet Potato, hey Sassy. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. It is Thursday. Thank the Lord for that. Um, let's see. I was listening to a little bit of Deadly's last night, and I saw Jen was on panel, and she was clearly playing the victim. Let me play that part first. Um, let's start with that first. It's kind of been boring. Little dead on the YouTube streets. Um, hey, Mod 148, how are you? Hope all is well. Um, Jules has come back. I don't know what her. It's Friday. I meant to say Friday. Friday. I see Jules is back. She's on the Roadhog. Not sure what that is about, but hey, you do you, girlfriend. What else is new, right? Let me play this part of Deadly's. Jen plays the victim. That are going to show they were fucking close. They were fine. And it's going to show that she's inciting, Jamie's inciting, Heidi's inciting. Right. So let me get this together here. She's crying about a sandwich. Yes, apparently. It's been kind of boring on YouTube lately, right? Like I've been wrapped up into the Nolan Wells case, so I really don't know too much of this YouTube stuff that's going on. Yeah. So, but I was listening to something, and you know how I get when I listen to something. It's like squirrels running around trying to get that booty. So, give me a minute. So, too much Miracle Whip on it. Oh, okay. Okay. And then and I never joked about us. Let's say that was another thing Jamie said. So they're just cropping what they want to fit their narrative. Well, that's okay. Friday. Listen, no, Jen, listen, it's a joke. Hey, Karma is a cat. Don't worry about it. Picture, don't worry about it. Honey, I don't care about those fucking. Yes, yes. And I'm going to touch base on that. And I'm also going to touch base on the Sophie stuff. Let me touch base on the Sophie stuff real quick. So, when Sophie said, okay, we're talking about, and I'm only talking about this clip that was on Deadly's. I don't know anything else much about the hotboxing stuff. I just know that particular live, there were no kids mentioned. That is it. I'm not taking sides on that. I'm just specifically saying that live, there were no kids mentioned. So then Sophie post clip. I'm glad you said that, Karma, because I completely forgot. Sophie posted a clip. Actually, it was a short. And I wanted to know why you were talking about a hot box. Because if you make that allegation. So this is the clip she posts. This is two clips in one short. So I did say you did chop it up because you did. You took two clips from two different lives and you put them together on one. So you did chop it up to make one.
I'm
Sorry, I
happy to
didn't
do
make an
it.
allegation. So you
Okay.
never had a package delivered to you
Okay.
because it was hot?
Jen, there's
What is a
clips
hot
of
box?
you saying that
What
I
is a
hot
hot
box with
box?
my children in my car. Stop
What?
acting like an ignorant
I never
cunt
said
that you
that.
are.
What is a
Okay.
hot box? Yes.
So that was one clip. This is the start of the second. This one is June 11th.
Hot boxing with your kid? Like what? You want to talk about me being fucking inappropriate? Are you fucking kidding me?
Have a great night.
So there you go. That was one short. So I responded to it and I said, stop the lying, Sophie. Jen did not mention her kids. Play the entire video without chopping it up. When Sophie doesn't like you, someone doesn't like someone, she goes out of her way to lie on them, just like her bestie Jules. I'm not lying. There's still no lie there that I said. So then Sophie responds with, and hey Sophie, we know you're watching in your Discord. I haven't got around to that part yet. So then Sophie responds with, what did she say? So Sophie responds with, since George W. wants to say the clip is not real, I edit it. I never said you edit it. Never said any of that. So Jen would say this, I challenge you, George, to prove me wrong. Find the original clip, play it, and show I fabricated the clips. I'll wait. This is the clip she played.
Fucking disgusting because he's harassing me now because I've proven that I didn't do it. So at this point, he's still harassing me and he's threatened to put his foot on my neck on top of people being in there saying they're going to chop me with a wood chipper. At some point in time, I probably need to do something.
Why you need to go to the police?
Oh, I know I do. I thought this would stop, but it's not going to. I don't care about my kids. They don't give a shit.
I normally don't say that, but these people are disgusting.
So you see, Jen said, I don't care about my kids. I was never talking about this clip. I was never talking about Jen's kids. So I think that is when I think Karma is a Cat made a post and said something like, I stand by Sophie and what she said, blah, blah, blah. Sophie knew exactly what she was doing there. I wasn't talking about Jen's kids. Karma is a Cat was talking about what Jen had said about her own kids. So then, let me see that post. Okay. Okay, yeah. So Karma is a Cat said, I stand with Sophie 100% on this. Jen did not say this statement. I clipped a small part on the Sophie's. Okay, so Sophie took that and ran with it as if I was talking about what Jen said about her kids. I wasn't. I was talking about that clip, or I was talking about the live stream of Deadlies. There were no kids mentioned. So then Sophie went on to say, it's hard to keep up when you are dealing with liars. The second pick is your original post calling me a liar, saying I chopped up clips. Funny, KK is not mentioned anywhere in the original post. You see, Sophie, you told on yourself. On my original post, I didn't have to say KK's name because that clip, you guys were acknowledging that incident about KK, Jen, and Deadly on the panel. So I didn't have to say her name. So you're trying to throw it off. And again, Sophie, what did I lie about? How are you dealing with liars when I didn't lie? You, in fact, are the liar. You took a clip that didn't have anything to do with what you posted in your original short. And then you turn around and tell me I'm lying. No, Sophie, you're the liar. Once again, that clip about Jen saying she didn't give a fuck about her own kids had nothing to do with the original clip. That's why I said, Sophie, keep up. This is too easy. That is it. I could care less about Sophie. Let's move on to Jen. And listen, I wouldn't say anything about Jen, but Jen, you keep bringing me up. yesterday, when Kendra was live, you were talking about me in Kendra's chat, correct? But then you get on Deadly's and you act like you forgot all that, and you ran on there to play the victim like you no, and I never said that Sophie edited the clip either. I said Sophie chopped it. So she took 2 clips and put them in one short. That's what I said. I never said she edited. Jen saying she didn't care about her kids. I don't know about. Yeah, see, and that's what you see. You see what Sophie did there? Yeah. Jen 100% did say that about her kids.
Don't worry about it. Honey, I had Jules. Listen, I've dealt with this shit for years with Jules, okay? I've dealt with the crazy shit, the fly strip, paying attention to Brenda, the swan lady. This is juvenile.
No, like my
What does she
my-
care
my
when I
thing-
feed my husband? Like, I'm sorry, Berlinetta. I'll pray for you.
Yeah.
Listen,
Don't tell me how to assemble it.
Sophie is a liar, and she likes to manipulate shit too.
When you can't even assemble a champ.
Listen, well, now, what do you call? Now I had to get a smoke start out of here. Anyway,
Okay.
what do you call? No, but gentlemen, my thing is this now. I know I sent you that. So I know we sent you that link for where this picture came from. So, what is George? What is his purpose of this? Any idea? No, right?
Is George making fun of me?
Well, he's about to tomorrow in 12 hours.
Wow. I'm sure George enjoyed it when people said that he was that. Hi, George. Thank you.
And isn't it
Yeah,
funny? Like, I never said Jen was a diddler or giddler. I never said any of that. Never called her anything. Never said she was sexually inappropriate with kids. Never said any of that. So you see how Jen is playing with this. And Jen, you clearly like it. You're the type of person, any attention is good attention for you. Bad attention, good attention for you.
Don't know what that's about, Jen. I don't know. I send it.
What's it called? Tell me what it's called.
What's it called, Dudley? What's it called, bro?
George, you silly goose. Thanks for putting chia seeds on my naked doll body. Now I'm having to agree with somebody that you're a little creepy, but if it's not him, that's not him. I love that picture though.
It's was Jen involved in those run reports? I want to play a game, and that's the picture that we see right there.
Which run
That's what I
reports
know.
are you talking about? The ones that are over the years?
I don't fucking know.
George, what is wrong? Let him do
I
it.
don't know.
If this makes him fucking, who cares? He's a troll. He terrorizes people.
KK, go away. Anyway,
He terrorizes people. If he wants
Oh, yeah.
to be like that, let him be
Hey,
like that.
Lisa.
I also heard he was taunting the fuck out of me when I was going insane. He's no better if that's how he is.
She definitely thrives on this. She loves this shit. And I didn't do nothing to Jen. Jen, you started poking at me, and I barely even mentioned you. Last time I went live was 10 days ago.
I'm like Jules, so I guess because he didn't get his order, he offered to help me out with it. Heidi offered to help me out with it. Lisa offered to help me out with it. Ooh, but we have this big epiphany. Shut the fuck up. If they're harassing outside of the internet, then that's something that I have to think, and I will.
And I never, once again with that order, Jen, you did file a protection order against Jules. Your TPO was granted, but you lied and said that you just went there and you never went back or something. I can't remember how you phrased it, but you actually did get that TPO on Jules. And I didn't know anything about it until you filed it.
I'm just,
Yes, you did.
George, I'm really disappointed in you. I really, really, truly thought, but why did you text me a few days ago? George, why did you text me a few days ago? You texted me literally a few days ago. Why are you working with people? And then I talked to him and I said, George, I'm not talking to do it. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. So why are you fucking ragging on me now, George? It makes zero sense.
telling people how inappropriate it was for them to talk about my kids, how inappropriate, and I mean, my, how things change. I don't know. I can't say that I hate George. I would never hate George, but I can say that George is right about a lot of things. And
You know why Jen's saying, I don't hate George. George knows all your secrets, Jen. I know what you're doing over there. I know it all. You can try to say you don't, but I do.
I've been my opinion, but if he wants to go after me and it helps him sleep at night, great. But that's not going to change how I care about him. I can be a better person than that.
Yeah, it's just.
I just feel. I feel a little sad. I'm not going to lie, but
Yeah, it's
kind of hurts.
It's
Just like Lisa and all them that didn't think that I was this predator person, and it's just sad. If I would have stayed on the Hate Jules campaign, I remember when Jules flipped out and I was in there, somebody said, Jen, this could really benefit you, being on the cool side, still going after her, and I still hate her. So what changed? I still hate her. Because they didn't care. I didn't go through with what the fuck they wanted me to do. Because I wasn't to get alert when Heidi was modding for me or George was cool with me. I wasn't that in then.
Hold on a second.
Please hang up the phone.
Yeah, hang up the phone. Yeah. No, don't call back. Hang up the phone.
No, somebody's hitting me up on my IG.
I know, that's exactly what I'm fucking son of a bitch. I'm just hold on a second.
See, and that's what their troll game is. They come in and they say atrocious things to get you guys mad or to get me mad, and then they fucking clip it. And see,
Right.
and they twist.
No. Was that from the call that I just got? You got the same call? Was that from the group thing, or that was something?
Yeah,
else?
I think so.
All right, so that's why. Okay, I want to do that. I want to do that.
They can't just go, she's a ball. No, it doesn't work that way. But I'm definitely. I mean, I'm gonna have to do what I do. Jamie's disgusting. At first, he said, "You stay, don't mention this and that with KK." And then he says, "Oh, for $170,000, I wouldn't stop covering you." Okay, well, pick a lane and stay in it. I don't have anything to do with KK. Guess what KK's doing? She's coming in and harassing me. She does it. I don't go to her room anymore. I don't care to. All y'all saying the worst damn things. I can flip that too and be like, hey, I was cool with these people. Look at what they're saying right now. Look at this AC guy, what he's around. Goes both ways. So leave me the fuck alone and I'll leave you guys alone. Quit clipping things that benefit you because believe you me, I've got things that I've flipped of you guys. Horrible things you guys have said. You can't go, oh, because of post, I'm going to whip your ass. We were cool after that.
We got to get that on a t-shirt.
It doesn't excuse.
My bad.
Now, Jen does not approve that message. No, there's that.
I can't.
Okay, so this is the part that. Okay, so this is the part that. This is what she sent me of that restraining order. So April 25th, there you go. You see her name. She got it. So Jules or Jen, you did. And I didn't know anything about it until you sent it. And my response to that was, all I said was, take your time, document, clip her videos and save them somewhere. And that was all I said to her. That was it. So Jen, how is it that we were trying to push you into this? You did that willingly.
Approve that fucking message. Go fuck yourself, Noah. Go fuck on a black dick, you fucking whore. Anyway, let's move on. Keep on posting shit about Jen, Noel. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Keep on doing it. You fucking
Mhm.
idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Her
Now,
doctrine.
I'm gonna shut up right now, Jen. I'm gonna
Okay.
shut up and relax.
Appreciate
Okay?
it.
I'm gonna count to 5. Okay?
Mhm.
I'm gonna try. the best
See, I
I
like
can,
how
Jen.
they talk and code. Post your fucking shit. Own your shit. You know?
Anyway,
I don't care. I say things because I get pissed. They're showing my run reports. I have fucking documents. They all, even out of their mouths, I have fucking
And
toe.
the thing is, Lisa, like, we're not denying what we've said or done, but we've never like pushed her to go get it. Jen did that on her own, much like now as she's threatening it on KK and AC and the gang. We had nothing to do with that.
You weren't okay. We're sorry. You don't get to change it.
Is he wrong? It's clearly grandma's house. Is what my but it is quite the whatever.
Okay, listen.
But now I will end it with a little tiny nibble of a little drama, I guess, sort of. So we all know how Napa was a big bitch, right? And Napa does this though, and I knew better. I knew better. Napa is messy and she does messy shit. But it wouldn't have been that big of a deal because when I went to her when I was just like, yo, I'm sorry that you're getting blamed for this and blah 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 blah. That is when the talk should have been like, yeah, can you take credit for it? And then that would have been whatever. But then she's like, oh, it's no big deal, blah, 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 blah. Everybody hates me. They hate me anyway because they think that, I don't know. I don't remember exactly verbatim. So there's that. But Jen, are you listening? Because I asked a few people if this was ever outed. Jen, are you listening? The calls are coming from in the house. Napa is the one that got all of the FOIA requests. The FOIAs that the ones that were not my police station, those came from Napa. The ones that the ones that were triggering to me and everybody else, those came from Napa. How fucked up is that, guys? Like, I just don't even understand it because in one sense, Napa does feel for Jen, but then in the same sense, she's stabbing her in the back. But yeah, Jen,
Jen is already, Jules is already. Wait, when did Jules and Napa get? How are they back together? She just trashed her, what, 2 days ago?
in 1,000,000%, those came from Napa. So that is my little fuck you to you, Napa, for being a bitch. But yeah, all of them, Jen. The ones that KK read recently, Napa. She got them from Napa. She did. Because remember, I read them the next day because it triggered me. It triggered the fuck out of me. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And so I asked her if she could send them to me, and she sent them to me from that email. Yeah, that email that when you did the FOIA request, Jen, that email Napa uses. So there's that. So I guess payback, right? But anyway, because yeah, people were saying, at least last I checked, people said that nobody really said that. So what? Yeah. 100 in 1,000,000%. It was Napa. So anyway, with that said, you guys, I am out of here. I do have a couple of other topics. And you know what's really funny is I bet y'all thought that my comeback would be completely different.
Okay, so Jules said it was Napa, right? There's a lot of stuff here that's not making sense. So Jules said it was Napa, right? But Jen said before the person who pulled him lived in West Virginia. Remember when Jen said that? If y'all don't remember, I will go through and I will dig. But Jules said the person lives in West Virginia. And she was alluding that it was Sophie. That's how I took it. Sophie's the only one I know that lives in that area. And to me, it just never ever really made sense. So remember the night when they came into my chat and they brought up that kid stuff? And I went crazy about it. So soon as I ended my live, Jen went live. And in my head, I'm thinking, I don't understand why I'm this upset about your kids, Jen. But then you go live immediately after me and you kind of start filling in some blanks here. And these are your kids, but you don't seem to be upset about it. I never understood that. It always kind of seemed weird to me. So I never really listened that live. Mind you, I was already pissed off. So yesterday I was bored and I actually listened to the live, and there's just something in here that just doesn't seem right to me. And remember, Heidi, the other day when you was on my panel and I said, do you guys think Jen had something to do with putting out those FOIAs on her kids and all that? So listen to this. You guys tell me what y'all think.
But I don't know. So I wanted to apologize about that because it is. I need to be educated about things that I say. Weeks I was looking at my videos and how I looked that when I got out of jail and what I look like now, and I have lost some weight.
And let me say, I've been listening to her stuff more often than some of her older stuff. And to me, it seems to be, I didn't notice it before because, like I said, I never really listened to Jen all like that. But it seems to be, Jen, you really are playing up this mental health issue that you had before. It seems like you're really playing up the jail stuff and you're using it to your advantage and you're trying to benefit off of it somehow. And it's really sick. So let me just say that.
And I'm going to change with that. My mother-in-law, actually, she hit me up yesterday and she was really concerned because she read that post. So my mother-in-law is well aware of what's going on. And she read it and she said, "Are you depressed?" And I kind of was.
Look how she switched up. Are you depressed? I kind of what? Well,
I wasn't eating, and when I did eat, I ate a bunch of garbage.
But yet, shut up, it's not my business.
So I want to apologize to my mods first and foremost, and my family. And my hairdo. I know better than a lot of things that I've done and a lot of things in my past. I'm just saying that I know better. I'm taking accountability for that. So KK's over there reading my run reports. I'm going to be honest with you. I spoke to a police officer on Friday. I called Florida and I spoke to a police officer and I told them what KK's channel was. They watched. I had to walk them through it because, you have to ask them. Thank you. And the only reason I'm going to bring up what happened in 2023 is for you guys to understand, I swear to God, I didn't know what was going on. And it may sound like an excuse, but it's not, because I have documented paperwork stating what the dates were and what happened. So if we're going to do timelines, please understand that I was cool with a lot of you guys after the Jen is Weird was posted. So what KK's doing right now is she's pulling run reports. What happened was I got my paperwork back from the sheriff's department in Claremont County. And what they did was is they typed in my name. And then from there, it showed every place I lived. And then from there, every person.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not buying that the same time that her run reports were being read, she requested from Claremont County, hey, give me a list of who pulled my request or my FOIAs, blah, 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 blah. And she got them back that fast. I am not buying that story. I am just not. Let me tell you, I know we live in just different cities. Columbus is bigger than Cincinnati, but I put in a request for mine to see who has been requesting stuff, and I put my request in on May 20th, and I still have not gotten anything back yet. So I just find it hard to believe that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me take this call. Wait a minute. I don't. Oh, hold on. Okay. So as I was saying, there's no way she got those back that fast. There's no way she did that. So either Jules is lying about Napa or Jen is lying. And Jen, there's no way you would have called Florida to ask those questions. And let me tell you, she's talking about KK. So there's no way, Jen, you would have been able to call Florida. They would have told you to call your police. So there's a lie right there. And this proves, Jen, you're working with multiple people here. So none of y'all can get y'all's lies straight. So we had Jen already say it was somebody in West Virginia, which let's just say she was saying Sophie. Jules said it's Napa. Okay, let's listen now. And I'm telling everyone for a fact, March 20, May 20th, I put in a request for my police department. I put in a request for Columbus and Reynoldsburg. And I've heard something back from Reynoldsburg. Columbus, I have not heard anything back. So when you put your request in, you email them, they send you an automated response. You go in order of which these calls and requests are being made. So it might take me a year to get those requests back. So I'm just telling y'all that there's no way in hell that she got that request back that fast. So already, keep in mind, they put a story together.
And my family that was associated with me and where they lived as well. The name that I have on this report is Jennifer, meaning Genibra. I did nothing to her.
So either she's in on it or they're trying to set somebody up to make it sound like, oh, well, it is more believable if you say her, but I don't know.
Opinion, I think she's probably worse than Maria. I never thought that I would say that, but to get into somebody's personal life and know about somebody's kids is fucking disgusting. It really, really is. And if it was happening to your family, it would be God forbid. But I would like to play a song for KK. I really would. I think it would be really, really nice to play a song for her.
So you guys remember, while this was going on, Jules was still good with KK.
Yes, I have proof. I'll read it. I got my things back today. She also put in to take my intake video when I was put in jail, the one that Missy, Tessa, and Maria covered. I'm not living my life in fear because whenever I say something, you guys know I'll say something that I'm doing and I'm not. So I'm telling you, on Friday, and I wrote down his badge number, I spoke to a police officer. That's okay. If you're sick of hearing my bullshit, then you wouldn't come in here to listen to my bullshit.
Fair use. Fair use.
And if Kendra could come in here, I would like to mod her. Kimmy, anybody that does that, just time them out 3 times. That's okay. And if I wasn't a broken record, then why is KK reading my stuff from 2023? I give 0 shits what you think. But I would like to play a song for Nevi. And then we can get into the behind the scenes of what Nevi did to my husband and his elderly parents. Because now I'm allowed to talk.
Fluffy golden pancakes worth the journey to the freezer.
Come on.
In case of surprise damage.
And since you guys brought my daughter into it, my youngest daughter, then I'm going to explain what happened, because when the things that KK's reading is when my kids were minors, but I'm a predator. So when I got back my paperwork, I had to remember, because I had moved.
Now, let's be honest. Can we talk? Can we be real? Does this sound like the person who is upset that her kids... Does this sound like the person who is having their run reports pulled and read? Does she sound upset to you guys? Does this sound like the voice of someone who is upset?
Lot. Like when I lived on Meadowland, I mean, all the way back, I had to like retract, just go back on everything.
Jen told me it was Sophie who got her run reports. I said it. I couldn't see Sophie doing it. Yes. And listen, I don't like Sophie, but I will keep it real at all times. When Jen said it was somebody in West Virginia, I was like, oh, they're trying to set Sophie up. I don't see Sophie doing that. Sophie is more concerned about herself. Yeah, it is, Heidi. Sophie is more concerned about herself. I don't see Sophie taking the time out of her day to fuck with Jen like this. I just don't see that happening. And clearly, Lisa, we were right. But I don't even like Sophie.
So that's what she's reading. So my daughter was 17 years old. She was a minor. So what she's reading was a really bad time when Jen was fucked up. And my youngest doesn't deserve it. You want to know why? She didn't get an order on me. I remember she had told the cops that poor little girl who has graduated from high school. Okay. Take deep breaths, Jen. You don't want to get mad. That way we can get this out of the way and tell the story the way that it should be told. All right. KK, this is for you, honey. Because if I was on probation, I certainly wouldn't be behaving like this, because I was on probation, and Maria and a few people called because I was behaving like you, just not reading run reports. And I had to get off the internet. what you're doing is, it may be legal, but it's not okay to incite people after me. And that's what you're doing. And you're harassing me. So let's get back to that Friday when I called. He was like, well, has she threatened you? Well, she hasn't. My daughter loves you, but you're poison to your children. But the thing is you're not speaking for them. That's your opinion. Maybe it's poison to Nevi's children that she got arrested right in front of her. She got arrested in front of her child. Nevi was given a second chance. 7 years of probation is pretty damn bad. And she's still...
I'm going to find that video of my response. And we're going to compare the two. But again, does this sound like somebody who's upset?
She's on felony state probation. I was on misdemeanor probation. Nevi's a very, very, very sick human being. But I will say, I think because she started out as a mod in Jules' room, that she didn't get that kind of attention. And unfortunately, y'all know that she's got the most to lose, just like you knew that I did. And I did. I lost my home. I lost my mind. I lost my kids. But they're adults. And nobody should be speaking for them. And I don't know. Her stuff has been pulled. And believe you me, her stuff doesn't look good at all. I'm sorry. I mean, if she's going to bring up my kids, I'm going to bring up hers. Her child was in a car. And I would understand formula and clothes and stuff like that. But you stole fireworks. And John's right. The kids don't get fireworks, then they don't get to eat. So she's live right now. And we can talk a little bit about her. She's been evicted so many freaking times. Nevi's a very sick person. Yeah, you did. And I appreciate it, Cooch. Cooch was the one that explained to me about the Heidi situation. And she said that, and I agree, I came off very selfish to her and Brooke.
She's talking about the hanging from a cross. So Cooch cleared that up for Jen. And Jen knew, you know what I mean?
And maybe it sounds like a broken record, but when I spoke to Cooch, she didn't powder my butt about it. So I did call the cops. I did write down the cop's badge number. I explained to him about her YouTube channel. He then went to the YouTube channel and he was watching the comments. I said, are they pretty bad? He said, yeah. He didn't see a threat in there. But he saw the comments and he was absolutely astounded. I even said, you know, I have a channel. And I do respond.
Jen, this is weird. And you got to cut this shit out. Like, you're sitting here lying, saying you called the police department and you walked them through how to watch her channel. That didn't happen. The last couple of stuff that you've said on this live did not happen. You did not call down to Florida for nothing. You did not call Clermont County and pull the request of who requested your information. None of that happened.
And I've done some fucked up shit. You guys have to understand. At least I have to speak for my youngest. The other ones no, but I do have to speak for my youngest. Because she was affected the worst. And if you're going to sit over there and read run reports when she was 17 years old, watching her mother slip into the craziest mental state and had to be contacted by and talk to the police, then I will stick up for her because she doesn't deserve it. That's Rumpke. They're taking out the garbage, which is kind of what I'm doing right now.
This is Arby's cheesesteak with 100% Angus steak and milk.
That did not sound like Rumpke. That sounded like when I was a kid and I was playing the violin and I had no clue what I was doing. She told Jay why she and a friend called KK's PO and he would call again on Monday. Jen, what? I was calling. Yeah.
All right.
Bye, Lori, darling.
What I can do is I can do C&Ds. I have somebody drawing them up right now. And I'm going to post them. That way you guys see, because I couldn't do anything with Frank because he's the one who wrote it to Jules. Had I done it, then, so civilly, I know I can do something. I don't know how it goes about, but that's what I'm going to have to do. And I have to do this. I can't say that I'm going to do it and then not do it because.
Is she talking about filing an RO on KK? What? Hold on, what?
Had I had done it, then, so civilly, I know I can do something. I don't know how it goes about, but that's what I'm going to have to do. And I have to do this. I can't say that I'm going to do it and then not do it because then I lose credibility and people lose faith in me because people like Jules and KK, they should be held accountable for what they've done. I could have saved a lot of people heartache and having to deal with people like Jules. I could have stopped that out of anybody.
But you see, and I showed you the proof, Jen did file on Jules, and she was granted a TPO on her. What happened from there? I don't know. But okay, so I did tell Jen, well, you need to just private everything on your YouTube channel, private your videos. And Jen said, well, if I private them, I'm not going to make any money. And right then and there, I knew, okay, she's not really scared of Jules. She's enjoying whatever Jules is saying about her. She's enjoying it, and she wanted it for the content. So I already knew right there. So let me just say that. So no one pushed Jen to do that.
I was scared and lazy. Kimmy, I'm going to go ahead and give you your wrench. I took all of them. And Lisa, I want to apologize to you too. 100%. Lisa was one of the people that left the hive. And Lisa was probably Lisa was just great people. God, I hope my hair doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look too bad. So KK, I'm telling you right now, you can read them. It's legal to do that, but when you're using them to incite people, and people are crazy these days, they'll go places, and you guys have pretty much doxed down to my bathroom, and I don't want to be, let's get into this. I called Claremont County where I had lived, and I explained to them what was going on. So what they did is for the past 4 days, they've been giving me reports and things like that. And the name on it was Jennifer, and then her last name. Let's go into it. Okay, I got one from Claremont County. So what I did is I pulled my FOIAs and then pulled the FOIAs on the person who requested them, if that makes sense. Your Claremont County Sheriff's Office, Ohio Public Records requested 26 and then the other code. It has been published. It's now available for public view, whatever that means. Okay.
Hey, Kristen.
It has the timeline, June 15th, 2026, June So the documents that come with it, and Geneva, I did nothing to you.
Let me rewind that.
Nothing to you. Requested 26 and then the other code. It has been published.
Hey, Dragon.
It's now available for public view, whatever that means. Okay. It has the timeline, June 15th, 2026.
June 15th. What?
So the documents that come with it, and Geneva, I did nothing to you. Nothing to you. All right, here we go. I have so many things I want to talk about, and I'm just trying. Okay. The following redactions and exemptions have been made. Personal identifiers, this was checked. Victim witness telephone numbers, privacy of victims' information, confidential law, and uncharged suspect information, meaning no one was charged as a result of it. The name on it is Jennifer. It has her phone number on it. I can only say that the area code is 408. The email is geniver73@mac.com. And she said, I would like to receive my request via email. These were requested. If anybody knows what was going on in March, this was Geneva. March 3rd, 2026. Submitted via phone call, voicemail, email, or in person. So there was an incident, and this was back in 2023, guys. 2023. So that would be when I went to jail. $132 Golden Meadow Drive. That was where I was living, I guess. It has the name. What? This is my ex-boyfriend I filled this out about.
Was that not acting right there? What? That's acting.
What?
Yeah, I don't believe that either, Geneva. I mean, Mod 148, I'm sorry. I don't believe that either.
This was in 2023 before I went to jail. This is my ex-boyfriend. What the fuck? So this is when I was calling acting all crazy and shit. Geneva, what in the hell did you do? You guys know everything about my everything. Why? Here's another one I opened. Geneva, why did you do this? What have I ever done to you? What is wrong with you? There's one when somebody was a minor. Oh my God, and a convicted felon is over there on a channel that started the majority of this in 2023, is reading my run reports. You're talking about my daughter. She was 17. And y'all support this. Don't be mad at me. Don't. This is fucked up. Genevra, March of 26. What did I ever do to you? And I'm waiting for my other ones to come. I had no idea that my
Daddy, God only knows. God only knows what happens here. But remember, they said Sophie did it too. So Napa pulled them in Jenny's name. And Jules let Jenny take the heat until Napa betrayed her. This is crazy.
Who was talking to my ex? Okay. I took my medicine today. Check. KK again. Just know I'm the one that called the cops. And he was watching your chat. And that was probably the day that I left the internet for 2 days, but at least it was a whole day I wasn't on there. William, thank you for coming in. Lisa, Kimmy, Cindy. They're bad cooch. Yeti Cooler. Witter. I came here 6 years ago. And this community's just gone to shit. Cooch can't even get pulled over or stop at a red light. Cooch, I hope you do something about that. People shouldn't be able to do that. JJ shouldn't be able to do that because JJ also takes place in chats and says horrible, rotten defamation, defamatory things. And Lisa, she knows what's going on. She knows what's going on. I think. But you're right. Just know that she was a minor, and when KK's playing this, I have a letter from my therapist who I saw prior to going to jail and after, because when you're on probation, that therapist, licensed therapist, by the way, has to send progress reports. So all of it's documented that at that time. I've also spoke to Marianne, and if she held all these grudges against me, I certainly wouldn't think that she would have kept Mia. If she felt some sort of way, I apologize to her. But if I just think about that time when she left, when I kicked her out because of that custody battle, I do believe that she was living with my kid's dad and his the stepmother. So right around that time that this stuff was going on. But now Marianne and I are good. We're fine. We don't talk that often.
Ah, the delicious sound of yes.
Does this not sound suspicious?
Because at that time, she was talking to my GAL and she was talking to the other party. She was supposed to be testifying for me, not for the other party. And I do have the GAL things where she actually typed the GAL while being in my residence. So when she had left, I guess, is when she did the phone calls. I don't know. the point is where we are now, and she's doing great, it seems. So either she's made peace with me
Hey, Dreamsicle.
and Vince because he was in the run reports. So that's over.
Okay, so Mary Ann is a lady that was living with Jen. And Jen called a guy off of MySpace over and made Mary Ann blow him. No, I don't know if it's true. Allegedly, that's the rumor that was in a report that was pulled.
I have been posting on Sophie's thing. Yeah, Maria, your kids want nothing to do with you. Nothing. Yours actually came to Reddit. And according to Jules, if this stuff happened before being online. I'm not here for a conversation.
And I think that Mary Ann lady was dating one, I don't know, a guy named Sean, which I think is her youngest daughter's dad. And Jen stole him from her. Something crazy. I don't know.
Honey, I'm not here for a competition. I'm not. I'm here to rectify things with people that I care about. People don't have to like me. That's their personal choice. I have the right to defend myself. I have the right to defend my husband. Definitely not. Because if I went to another community, which I tried doing that with Vegas Valley and with Frank, they follow me. I don't have to leave this community ever. I can leave this community when I'm ready to leave this community. There's a lot of things I didn't want to be. There's a lot of things that I didn't want to be involved in. And I did it. And it's gotten crazy at this point. That's also your opinion. I think it's a little bit right. It is crazy at this point. It's easy to call somebody crazy, and all you're doing is confirming that I'm mental health. Well, that's not true either. Mods, I hope you guys are ready. I feel like this is going to be a block session. Hotel California? Yeah. Just like Lori Darling. It may be Camden. It doesn't matter. I love beans. That's your opinion. Why did I block being myself? I didn't block that person. I can unblock. But I do think in the sense Amzy's right about that. When I unblock people, then that's more work that the mods have to do. I don't mind if she would like to be unblocked. That's fine. I'll unblock anybody. But if you're going to be rude, then no. What they did is they typed in my name in the white pages because they can do that. What they did is they got every single address that I had ever lived at. Every single person, whether they were in my family, anybody that was associated.
The white pages doesn't give you every single address that you lived at, Jen. So again, you're lying here. You sound crazy, and you do need to get offline.
Me, even my family members, even my own family members, you guys know about them. They have nothing to do with it. I'm talking like aunts and uncles that were attached to my name. You know everything about me. Everything. KK was talking about my kid when she was a minor and her homeschooling and stuff. They gra- I do. I talked to Ashley when I spoke to two people last night. I said, I don't. Hey. Well, hi, KK. Hey, Carrie. Carrie T says, Coochie Coo, it's not nice to bring up others' children, but Brett's brought up my kids. KK's brought up my kids. Maria's brought up my kids, Carrie. I saw you in another chat. I've been taking screenshots out of the gazoo of stuff that you've said. I'm beyond wrong. Then why is KK reading things about my family? You know, the only thing that you and I have ever talked about, and I hate to talk about this because it has to do with piss, you and I talked about eating asparagus and how it makes your pee-pee smell. You remember, with that stuff. Can you guys time her out, please? And honestly, Carrie, I don't recall you being part of my life at anything that I'm talking about. I don't know you. I don't know what community you come from. I don't care about what community you come from. All I know. Wow. Can you guys screenshot that? That's a threat. You should have listened to me when I told you to drop it. Or maybe it wasn't. And I don't have to listen to you because you're a cyberbully. You're a cyberbully, Carrie.
This may get stuck in your head.
You have farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Okay, Heidi. Now let me be honest, and let me, and if you guys agree, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't agree, put 2. But does this sound like the person who is upset that her kids are being mentioned in those reports? This sounds like a person who is involved in getting those reports put out. Because, and I've always said, I don't know, this sounds suspicious to me. I even said it on the last live I did. I asked Heidi, do you think Jen had something to do with this? Do you think she had something to do with those reports being released? Put a 1 in the chat if you think yes. Put a 2 in the chat if you think no. Because the story is changing of who pulled the reports. It was Sophie. Now it's Napa. Now it's that other lady that lives out that way somewhere. It doesn't seem right to me. And mind you, when this was going on, Jules was still good with KK and the gang. And it almost seems to be like this was a setup on KK. That's how I'm taking it. It seems weird to me. From the small amount of time I watched her, even when she's upset, it's an act. Yeah. I just feel like she was involved in this because had that have been my child, you're going to get a different response from me. I'm not going to sit here and fill in blanks that you don't know anything about. You're not getting any of that from me. So, and like I said, Jen never requested from the police department to get those reports. She never done any of that because you're not going to get that information back that fast. Like I said, I'm still waiting from May 20th. So me personally, I feel like, Jen, you're involved in this. You were well aware of what was going on. Yeah, I just believe you're involved in this. It sounds suspicious. While we are waiting for Heidi to get home, let's touch base on something else this week. So, I don't think many people have noticed, or no, because it wasn't talked about, but court is over for Amber and that other lady out there. And I'm not even trying to mention that lady's name or anything like that. So Amber was granted the restraining order on that lady out there. I was a witness. I never mentioned it. Court is over. I fully expect for her to try to, go ape shit on me, whatever. I'm just asking if you guys see my information or anything put in chats, please screenshot that and send it to me immediately. I have let it be known that I don't want anything to do with her. I don't want no engagement with her, no nothing. The other day, I put on my community tab a live that was going on about Nolan Wales when they're talking. Soon after I made a comment, somebody came in with a sock account doxing me, putting my information out there, blah, 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 blah. And I know exactly that was Genevra. She does that. Everybody knows. And court is over for them. I didn't want to say too much, didn't want to do too much because I didn't want to ruin anything for the other person. But now that that's over, I'm not going to tolerate that doxing and all that with her. I know exactly how it happened. Jules gave her my email, and then Jenny started looking me up everywhere else. I'm done playing those little weird games with Jenny. So now I'm done with Jenny. If y'all can understand what I'm laying down, I have yeah. So if y'all see any of that, please send me a screenshot of that, please. And if you guys see anything about my dad being put out there, please screenshot. I don't care who is doing it. Jenny is the one who gave my obituary or my dad's obituary to Maria and all that. I have all that clipped and all that. So if anything gets out, it's Geneva. So please send that to me. All that stuff about my dad being a rapist, that was not true. Like I said, I have the screenshots of that and the time and the dates of who said what first and how I was responding. So please let me know. And yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Heidi, are you home yet? But yeah, back to what I was saying. Me personally, I feel like Jen, you're involved in all of this, which is a weird, sick fucking game that you're playing. Well, we'll wait for Heidi. Let's just keep listening to this. No.
You are. If I'm a bully, you're a worse bully. Why am I even engaging with her? I don't know you, Carrie. I just know you need to fix. Shut up, Jen.
Jen is following her handlers and whatever they say to do, she is doing. Which, to be honest with you, Jen, I really see who you are. You've always been this crazy person. Yeah, I see ya.
This makes you look bad if you're talking to them, doesn't it? What's that make you look like? Jen, do not respond to these people. They want you to get mad. They want you to lose your shit. I'm ignorant. Well, that's your opinion. Ignorant is as ignorant does. I never said I was a smart person. Any idea why Kira is saying, Karma, I don't even know why I mess with you. I asked you to take this post down. I don't know why I don't block you. I'm not bringing them up anymore. I'm modding people. Okay, Carrie. All right. Kimmy is a mod from now on. Cooch, until Cooch tells me I can make her a mod, Cooch can be a mod anytime she wants. So, we're going to put you as a moderator. Lisa Wigger, we're going to put you as a moderator.
What up, cousin
Ruki, I
Paula?
think I want to put you as a moderator. Something tells me we're not going to. They are.
Was it a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, Paula? I know someone who makes a mean PB&J. And let me drop the link for Heidi. And let me just say, I think Jules is back in the MobTube community. She's been in FBS's chat. And I say, hey, what's your name, Jules? That's great for you. Please stay over there. MobTube, if y'all are crazy enough to take her back, please, we are smart enough to give her to you. Keep her ass. We don't wanna. There's the link. Dum, 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 dum.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Me?
I can hear you.
Okay, I'm driving. I got caught up in doing some stuff, so I'm heading to the house now. But I keep hearing. So last night, George, I listened to damn, Jamie played all of these body cams, right? Now I do remember seeing, I think, the second one of her arrest. The other ones that that had her, I never saw those. But she's up on her panel calling out me and Sassy because we're in the chat. Jen, I'm going to say this to you one more time. I give no fucks what anybody says or does or do to you. None. I don't know. What don't you understand? George, I need my shirt. We were good when I got out and you modded for me. Okay? I need that shirt. We were good when I got out in the front, and then on the back, you have to put, you modded for me. Okay? I don't care what anybody says to her, and she's sitting there talking about people are supposed to care about her kids. Look at all the shit that you put your kids through over 2 fucking decades. Girl, stop. Nobody is responsible for what your kids went through but you.
Yeah.
Nobody's kids got an RO against them.
Yeah. And
You
she's
fucking
still
crazy. I never called the cops. I had 3 sons, and I'm the smallest. I never once called the police on my sons. For what?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And she's
I'm
still
sick of this pity victim shit. I can care less.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I don't care what anyone says about you. Nobody. Just like I didn't care what they said up at Glenwood, I can give 2 shits about what they say about you.
Yeah.
You're trash. You're garbage.
Yeah.
And you keep bragging about you've been here 6 years. 6 years, no changes, no nothing. You keep getting worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's the need for her to be accepted is what she's really thriving.
No one is going to accept you except for the people that you keep trying to manipulate and lie to. And then once they find out the truth and who you really are, they leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, after listening to that, do you feel now like she was involved in putting these run reports out with them to say,
George, after you played this, you got me thinking. I mean, I'm walking around, walking in the mall, and I'm like, oh shit, maybe George got something here. But again, I don't think like she does. Me being a mother, I would never want to put that shit out about my kids, or I wouldn't want to have any part, and anybody that did it would have hell to pay for me.
Exactly.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you really have me thinking. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, George, I'll be like, here you go again. We connecting these dots, but after listening,
Here he go with his crazy bullshit.
I'm serious, but after listening and with the tone of voice she's using, I wouldn't be able to contain
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
And then you keep saying that you know who Napa is. Napa has been this way since you were going, even before you had the psychosis. Stop it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, me personally, I believe that this was a setup, and because not much longer after this is when Jules went crazy on KK.
George, I find, you know me. I'm coming from a mother's standpoint here. A real mom, the one that would do anything
Mm-hmm.
to protect her children
Mm-hmm.
and her grandchildren, that won't put up with this bullshit. I just can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, listening, I'm like, well, maybe she thought this was going to garner her some sympathy. I'm trying to think like psychos do. And, it's kind of hard because it makes my brain hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
You see, I have the crown, Heidi.
You got the crowd. I'm driving, so I'm not looking at the.
Yeah.
I laughed. I laughed, and then I stopped because I saw because they had some fresh plums, and I said, "Shit, let me grab those." But I'm like 10 minutes from my house, and I can't get there fast enough, and I'm looking all these cops up and down. I'm like, damn.
I moved up from a Burger
Of
King
all the
crowd.
days. Ooh.
Yeah.
No, and I'm just sitting there, and when you played this part about uh Jules, and I'm sitting there going, did anybody really care how she came back? Did we really expect anything different? She's come back the same way every time she's
Mm-hmm.
left. So what would be different now?
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, it's not like she came back and owned anything or made any apologies, or you know what I mean? It's
Because she's not going
mm-mm.
to. For what? Of course, as far as she's concerned, she didn't do anything wrong. For what?
Yeah.
But I was listening to Paula last night. Well, not last night. I listened to Paula's live this morning. I was surprised it was still up. And she was playing this other lady. She has a reaction channel. And George, when I tell you, I was listening and I kept hearing Jen, I was like, oh my God, they can be twins. Or her, Jen and Jules, they can be
They're
triplets.
all the same person. All of them.
Oh my God.
Jen, they're the same person. Hey Pippi, how are you? Yeah, they're the same. They're the same. And it's for like this internet attention. And I still believe Jules and Jen are speaking in their own good terms. I believe now this is just a money thing, that they're in agreement with each other to use each other as content for the grift. I don't understand. And yesterday I was listening to Jules and she was talking about Roadhog and blah blah blah. I'm not understanding, not that long ago they teamed up with Roadhog.
But Roadhog for what?
I guess him and his wife are fighting. I don't know, divorcing. I don't know. Weird.
Okay. So what does that have to do with her?
They're pigs. I don't get into that. But
did Roadhog say anything about her?
I have no idea. But my point of it is, about a year ago, they all teamed up to come after me to try to take me down. Like, you know what I mean? So now they're covering him. I'm not understanding that weird stuff. And
Anything for deflection, George. Anything for
Yeah.
deflection. I don't know what's so hard about saying I
Yeah.
fucked up. I've said it. I fucked up. I've said
Mhm.
it. Okay. And what's so hard?
Mhm.
I fucked
Yep.
up.
Yep. Yep.
But
Mhm.
you had me thinking. I'm serious. I was walking and I'm looking. I stopped in my tracks when I heard her talking, and I was on. Well, not in my tracks because I was on an escalator. But I like to walk up and down the escalator. I just stopped and I'm like, oh my god, could George be right? I did.
Told
I
you.
said, could George be?
I told you. That's why they all try to paint me out as a liar, because when I figure out the truth, they've already have people conditioned. Oh, he's a liar, so we don't believe him. But
Okay, so because you came and you didn't tell your right name, that makes you a liar, which, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see. Because you said that you owned a bunch of what, coffee
Mhm.
places?
And she was calling coffee
So-
shops in Columbus, like, girl, the joke is on you. Like, each and every time the joke is on you and you don't get it. Like, she still doesn't get it.
oh, and the fact that you married to a dentist.
And she was
Okay,
calling
all right.
dentist in Columbus too. She even said it on a live.
Oh,
She still doesn't get it.
that's called a troll. You know what it's gonna come and go. Hey, my name is so and so. This is where I work at. This is my husband's name, and this is what he does. Or my significant other's name. Get the fuck out of
And
here.
then I guess,
I forgot because you're
yeah,
Basan.
I guess they're,
When I heard that, I was like, really? His name is Basan? That's news to
and I
me.
remember when she was making those accounts, Bison my Atari. Bison
Oh,
my Atari. Like,
no, I didn't know but those until you said that. No, but I tell you, I don't watch her. I can't. I can't stand the sound of her voice. It's like she's got honey dripping, and it's like blah, 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 and I'm like, oh my god, I can't. I can't.
yeah. Even at this point, it's like not. It's like, remember the movie Carrie when they dropped that blood on her? That's how she is
Oh
now.
my god, that's my favorite movie. Yeah, that's my favorite part of that
Is
movie.
that not Jules?
Oh, I was like, oh,
When,
and I was just like, yeah, but Carrie, she scorched earth after that. Jews don't have that power. Now, if she did, I can see her doing that. But yeah, that was my favorite part of the
yeah.
movie. I was like, oh, they done effed up
Mhm.
now.
When KK stole her hive, that's how Jules was looking.
And again, KK didn't steal. See, okay, George. Oh, okay, let's get to the stealing stuff. Okay, how do you steal people? People go where they want to go. They have their own free will. People open their eyes. They got tired of the same shit over and over. Okay, you don't fell out with this one, so now we need to move on. But we done made all these friends. We done did. No, people got tired of that. I said it when it first happened. I said, I think this time you miscalculated. I knew it. I can see the way people treated KK. I can see the love they showed to KK. I was like, yeah, this wasn't the fight she should have picked. And we all saw it coming.
Yeah. Everyone but
And, we all saw it coming. But when I hear Jen sit there talking about how KK stole this, Clint stole from his own fucking parents. And they banned him from the store. He was living in a home then that they paid for. And him was stealing because he had a drug problem. I heard when they were playing about how Clint took the little Debbie's truck and ran into the thing. And she goes, okay, so what? But you're talking about Jamie running into parked cars. You cannot speak on other people without looking in the mirror at yourself.
yeah.
You cannot, you have no room to talk at all. She just said, I just heard on Berlinettas, I was listening. Was it Berlinettas I was listening to? I don't caught up on 3 damn things this morning. When she was saying about how no, this was no, it was in your chat. How KK got arrested in front of her child. That is not true. She did not get arrested in front of her child. She said she didn't want to be walked out because in case her child was in the car or something. She did not get arrested in front of her child. She got arrested in Walmart, not in front of her child. You sent John Yates a text message saying that you called KK's PO. Then your friend, he was going to call again on Monday. You said that. Nobody said anything about CPS. You threw CPS in, which tells me that you were telling on yourself.
Wait,
You see what I'm saying,
she
George?
threatened KK with CPS?
She said KK is saying that I called CPS. KK never said she called CPS. She was talking about that text she sent to John about calling her parole officer.
Yeah.
Jen flips the narrative around and then she goes, well, I'm stupid. No, you're not stupid. You try to play stupid. You know exactly what you're doing. And if you say one more time how Clint was listening when you and Amber were on the phone, ask Clint how you were crying. Ask Clint the shit that me and Amber said to you since he's listening. Nobody gives a fuck if Clint was listening.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
Yeah.
Clint was listening. Clint, who gives a fuck? When you crying. You're right. All you do is cry to try to manipulate people. That shit didn't work on me. My grandkids crying, it don't work on me, bitch. You 40-something years old, 47. How the fuck that's gonna work on me?
Hey, Berlinetta. Yeah. And I was listening to Deadly last night, and you can tell the same things she says to Deadly, she used to say to me. And she does it to try to get people to fight her battles and all this. That's all she's trying to do, is trying to get you to feel bad for her so that you can go after her enemies. And I was never fighting for Jen, ever.
Ever.
It was, I didn't like Jules. She didn't like Jules, but it was never for her. And then she would try to get me to fight with Sophie, and I wasn't doing it. She would try to get me to.
Nope, she tried that shit. But Berlinetta pointed out, I think it was Berlinetta that pointed out that she told that Deadly was saying it was rumors. It's not rumors. We hear it. We just had a refresher on the body cam. Jen, shut up.
Yeah.
You were threatening your own child.
Yeah.
Stop it.
And but it's always something for her to keep things going, to keep her name in the limelight. She cannot stand for somebody to get attention. Remember when Kendra got upset about her and the Brooke thing? And what did I say? What is Jen going to do to get the attention back?
Yes, you did say that.
And she did something. I can't remember exactly what she did.
She did a live. What did she say? I stand with Kendra or something. You had me rolling. You said, I told you. I see. Yep, you were right.
She always wants the attention on her. Just like when Jules disappeared for quote unquote disappeared. Jen, I was in the woods. I was about to chop my fingers off. I was about to chop my wrist off, my elbow. She was like, what? Like, once again, the attention always has to be on her. And Jen, you came after me. I wouldn't have said nothing about you. Not a word. And Brenna, you can shut the fuck up too with her because you're part of the problem. You guys enable her.
Okay, what did Brenna do?
Last night she said something about, and George has gone right back to the way he used to be when he was in the Hive. Brenna, pull any of those old videos up. I was not bad in the Hive. I wasn't sitting there talking shit about people. I wasn't doing all that craziness. I was just there for a good time. So you can pull anything up. So, Brenna, you're about as bad as she is then, if we're going to go with that. I've heard you say some nasty shit about Jules. I remember you said, who would want to rape Jules? I remember you.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's not bad. Like Jen was saying, you force an overweight person. So it's about the thing.
Yeah.
Come on, George. It's about the thing.
Yeah, and I cannot handle that repeating stories. The other day she went live and the first thing she said was, "So I'm dating a guy who was on reality TV."
Sorry.
And like we've heard this shit. No one cares. And I'm sorry. He's just I know some of y'all may not think it, but I believe
People
he's just
had you hiding in the room.
What'd you
You know, the
say?
guy that had her hiding in whenever he was talking to his wife, he said it was his aunt. The guy
I
who
can't
slept
hear
with a
you. You're real
prostitute on your birthday. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can
Can
now.
you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay,
can.
I said the guy who slept with a prostitute.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Guy. You know that. I'm sorry. He cheats on you.
Yeah. Yeah. And
The guy that wants anybody but you. Okay, that guy. Got you.
yeah, she's just weird. How many times has George used threats to go after?
She's weird. Is that
Yeah.
what you're going to say about her? Weird? Okay.
Okay, hold on. So Mod 148 said Jules was inciting people to call my job last night because I work in healthcare and I should not be commenting on her fake cutting. Why?
On her what?
On her fake cutting.
Oh, her fake cutting? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't believe that for a minute. I'm sorry. I just don't. Because
Well,
let me tell
Jules,
you why. I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe that. Brooke was her dot. That was it. Brooke was her everything. Okay? Her everything. If she didn't tell that to Brooke, and at that time she had no reason to believe that Brooke would ever betray her. I mean, she would talk about Brooke and how she's like a little sister and she's so beautiful and she's this and that. Why wouldn't you tell that to Brooke? Why?
yeah. Yeah.
That's why I say I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And when she said she told that to JJ, I was like, yeah, okay, right. And JJ said, that's a lie. So, okay. No, I
But
don't believe it.
but why would she incite people to call Mod 148's job?
But why would she do that?
What'd you say?
Why would she have somebody call my 148's job? Because she doesn't have one. She's
Right.
never, you know what I mean? She has nothing. Mott 148. Okay, even if they did call Mott 148's job, okay, Mott 48 still has money. Sorry, Julie. Sorry, Julie. But
It just
what?
doesn't make sense. Like, and
But she
again,
doesn't do shit like that.
yeah. And
Mm.
whatever you told Mod 148, Jules, you brought that to the internet.
Yep.
Like, you brought it to the internet.
Yeah, I don't even like talk. I'm serious. I just don't like her. I'm serious. That's just somebody that leaves a really bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
Especially hearing the book, not the book. Well, yeah, the BS that we just was privy to over the last. I mean, a couple of weeks back. I was just like, I was just done.
Yeah. I don't know. And this is why YouTube is not fun anymore because of people like them. But then Jules will come online and say it's just not fun anymore. It's not fun. Yeah, because of people like you. You go real life. You don't stop. You want to be able to speak on everybody and their mama, literally. But you don't
Yep.
think a word.
Nobody can talk on her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. She sent a picture of her in a dress. Wait a minute. Wow. So she even sent a picture in a dress with nothing on her legs. With nothing. Wow. Well, we saw her arms when she wrote my name on her arm. I didn't see no damn scars. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Karma, I didn't know that. Oh my God. But I still can't believe this bullshit because when she says she would have never told that to Brooke because she would have used it against her. I'm like, girl, that makes no sense. You lived and breathed Brooke. She was your little sister. When you had an issue with Brooke is when that whole um Yahoo Boy thing, when he dropped that link to find out Free Clint or who Free Clint was. Stop it. Just stop. She would have told that to Brooke. Trust and believe that.
Yeah. She said she
Okay.
her legs so Glenwood. Yeah. So he
Okay. So what?
She said she hacked up her legs so Glenwood couldn't sell her.
He had already sold her.
I know, right? And George, you gotta stop with this kind of stuff. Like, this is crazy. Like,
But even the judge, when that judge read that thing and talked about how she's supposed to be the director or whatever it was, and she's calling women off. She was upset because Glenwood done slept with everybody. Stop it. Stop. And his people, I just want to know who Glenwood's people are. That's more when he went on probation, he wasn't supposed to have any internet access and he wasn't supposed to be on social media. So what people? What he has a gang of old prostitutes that's looking for you? I mean, what people?
I don't even get it. Like, the stuff they lie about is just.
So Jen is talking about Big Back. Wait a minute. So Jen is talking about Berlinetta?
Why is she so worried about whether I was in Deadly's chat or not? Yeah, Jen, worry about who's coming to your chat. Nobody's coming there. Like, Jen, you just weird. Like, I'm so glad to be away from her. Like, and I see her for who she is.
George, tell them why you called her the other day. Go ahead, George, because you told me why you called her the other day. Since you want to say, oh, George, you called me the other day. Would you like to tell the people why you called Jen the other day?
Well, she'll send me a text message talking about something about her daughter got married or something like that. And I don't know what she meant by that. But they sent it in a 614 area code.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of confused by that. And then
isn't that the same area code that sent John that message about the bee making her come back on his going away day? Julie just posted that on IG. That's why it sounds familiar. Julie, what was that number? 614 something. She just posted it on her IG. I just saw it.
Well, I have a 614 area code.
Oh, okay.
So I called Jen to say, Jen, why are you working with these people who have done the most to you and your children? Jen immediately started screaming and hollering, I'm not working with them. I'm not. Then she said, Clint, tell him I'm not working with him.
I'm sorry.
I don't give a fuck what he says. I called you and I said, don't do that shit to me. I said, you can do that dumb shit with everybody else, but don't do that dumb shit with me. That's how the fucking conversation went, Jen. So,
but that's not how she said it, though.
No, but that's how it went. Hey, Carol. But that's exactly how it went. I don't give a fuck who Jen is working with. And it's obvious who she's working with because this person, Harry Shue, well, this is how I caught she's working with Harry
Okay,
Shue.
who's Harry Shue?
That lady that lives out that way.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
So,
all right.
Harry Shue was speaking on Sophie. Literally a minute later, Jen is speaking about Sophie on her community tab. It's not hard to put this shit together. You know what I mean? So you're working with her too. No one's dumb. And clearly,
I think Paula and Berlinetta should come on panel. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
passing a picture of her with her youngest to say and prove they reconciled. But the youngest was forced to see Jen and hadn't seen.
So she's passing around a picture of her and her youngest daughter?
The number was. I'll send you the text.
Is it the same number?
Let me look. Oh, Jen, you messaged me Thursday. So what the fuck you talking about, you weirdo? I didn't even see that. She's okay. The text. It was 614-780. I'm not gonna read the rest. So,
Okay.
So
Well, I can't go look at Julie's post now. I'm on my phone.
okay, let me look. Doo-doo-doo.
They said mean things. Okay, really?
Oh no, this is a different number.
Okay. Berlinetta, that body cam stuff. I'm telling you, I watched the second version of the arrest. I didn't see the one that included her daughter but I did see the second arrest as well. But I wanted to see the one where the cops went back with her when she came out of jail the first time, when she went to pick up her stuff from the townhouse. And she said, I'm going to take Mia. I don't care about Chloe. Those were her words. That's the one I want to see, because they went back for her. You know, she had to go and get her stuff, but she needed an officer with her. And then she was trying to be sweet to Mike to get Mike to let her take the car. That's the one I want to see.
Well,
I don't know I did see that one. I don't know if anybody has that one, but that's the one I want to see.
well, did you see where the dummy went back to the resident? Yeah. And the thing is, and I hate to say it because I sound like that one crazy. I sound like Jules and them. She hasn't changed. She hasn't changed.
No, but she bragged she's been here 6 years. Jen, there's been no behavior change. You get worse. And your lies and the way you try to manipulate people is sad.
Yeah.
But she wants to talk about KK stealing and how this and that, but she done stole from this community for a toothbrush drive for the homeless, for Christmas for her kids, which she turned around and paid Clint's electric bill. God only knows what she did with the toothbrush money. And you know, a lot of people donated to that, but then she's going that KK stole school supplies. No, she did not. Missy did a GoFundMe for her, never told us who it was until after the mishap with her and Jules. Whereas I knew KK had no idea that Missy was doing a little, well, I can't say GoFundMe, but she was requesting people if they wanted to donate to help a friend of hers to get supplies for her child for school. So
Yeah.
how did she steal school supplies? She keep just changing stuff around. How Sophie got tiles from the community. No, she did not.
Well, I don't know to say that. I know she kind of lightweight grifted for them tiles. She did. And a computer.
Well, I don't know about that, George. No, I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that. No, I don't know about that. Now, maybe you know something I don't, but I don't know about that because, as far as I know of, the only thing I've ever heard her say was about the bird feeder, and then she was saying she was going to get one, and then everybody started donating for it. So I don't know about that one, George. You're not going to catch me on that one because I don't know.
You see what I did there, huh?
Yeah, I saw what you were trying to do there, but you're not going to catch me on that one because I don't know about that one. We're not going to do black on black crime. So that's what I'm saying. When you sit there and you flip the narrative and you change stuff around because you think it's in your favor, it never is, because the truth is always out there, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they just played all those body cams. The truth is out there.
Mm-hmm.
You keep talking about a nasty child custody. Nobody was talking about child custody. Nobody. They read that run report one time. Jamie read it, but that was gone. They're talking about the way that you treat people and the way that you act towards people. And you keep trying to flip it. You're the one, again, said on a body cam I just saw last night that Clinton and his mama were, they were having sex. Woman had 3 kids. You just said your son killed your grandmother. There was a drug deal going wrong. I'm listening to this and this $100,000 life insurance policy. What? You grifted for 2 funerals that you didn't even have to pay for.
Yeah. But then remember when she wanted to pay the cop $100 to let Clint go?
Oh, she said she was joking. Oh, yeah, because Jay today had that body cam on her thing. I saw that. Yeah, she said she was joking. But then you want to go to the police station and tell them that Clint was on drugs and you're trying to get him arrested and report a car stolen that his father bought in cash.
Yeah, I remember that.
Make that make sense.
Yeah. And my thing is like, Jen, if you just own it, you take the power away from people to try to use it and throw it up in your face. But you like it. You love the attention and you'll do anything.
And she forgets how she pretended that she overdosed on a lie. I'll never forget how Amber called me and she was just upset. They sent the police to her house and it was a joke. It was a joke.
Yeah. I don't know.
None of this is funny, George, but she keeps making it worse. She keeps and then she forgets the lies that she tells, and then she tries to, and then she I just be like, girl, stop. This is not what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You're not protecting her by not making her face up to what she's done.
Yeah. Well, the thing is right now they're using her because they know Jen is dumb enough to do it. Just like when she did that interview. They knew she was a dummy and she would do it. And still to this day, they know she's a dummy and she will do it. And she is. Like, shut up.
Her daughter even said it. She said, these people that follow her, it's like they're watching a circus. This young woman, 17, has more sense than her 40-something-year-old mother.
Yeah.
It's a train wreck. It's a shit show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's sad. It really is sad. Like when you can put the internet above your kids and all that. And like I said, I believe 110% Jen had something to do with those run reports being released. And if you can do your kids like that, especially knowing what was out there in that one about your daughter being touched and molested in any kind of way, You're disgusting. And to be honest with you, if I was your kids,
Wait a
Jen,
minute, wait a minute. Back up, back up, back up, back up. What about her daughter being touched and molested?
well, that's what one of the run reports said, that Jen was touching her daughter inappropriately. And that's one of the ones that was being
Oh,
read.
okay. Oh, okay. That's the one that was read. Okay. 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 That's when the daughter's father went to the police station and filed. Okay. All right. Yeah. I remember hearing that. Okay.
And listening to everything that I played today, I've always felt Jen had something to do with it, and I've always said that. Do I know 100%? No, but Jen's reactions, the way Jen is making content out of it, the way Jen is just throwing it all off on KK, seems to be they were setting KK up. Because Jules was good with KK at that time. Jules was in the hive with KK or wherever with KK and them. You know what I mean? So it all seems like a setup, and
It's just sad. It's really sad when you hear that. And I'm serious. If my sons, my sisters, well, maybe not my sisters, mama, yeah, tell me, hey, you need to get offline or we're not going to talk to you anymore. Okay, no problem.
yeah.
It's not like she's making money. It's not like she's getting these gigantic YouTube checks.
Exactly.
If she gets 100 or 150 a month, I'm surprised.
Yeah. Let me play the last bit of what Jen
Okay, go ahead.
had said yesterday. This is what, no, this was 2 days ago. Let me. Not this one.
Dream with. Here it is. So I don't believe that this was going on when I was here. You guys, you know the Eagles that we follow? Jackie and Shadow? Jackie was injured. Actually, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, Jackie was injured. And first of all, they weren't sure if it was her. There are so many people that watch those Eagles, and it's kind of good because they got so much documentation. So anyway, Jackie is, she has been taken in and she is getting the best of care. She ended up getting a blood transfusion, which has been doing her well. I'll show, next time I go live, I'll show some of the footage of it. But here's the thing. Shadow, at the end of the day, Shadow's been hanging out with a sub-adult. Although all of the experts are saying that the sub-adult is not looking for a mate and it's not looking for a nest, but it is kind of weird. So yeah, so we're hoping that Jackie makes a full recovery and she gets to be released and they're back together again, but it is quite the whatever. But now I will end it with a little tiny nibble of a little drama, I guess, sort of. So we all know how Napa was a big bitch, right? And Napa does this though, and I knew better. I knew better. Napa is messy and she does messy shit. But it wouldn't have been that big of a deal because when I went to her when I was just like, yo, I'm sorry that you're getting blamed for this and blah, 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 blah. That is when the talk should have been like, yeah, can you take credit for it? And then that would have been whatever. But then she's like, oh, it's no big deal, blah, 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 blah. Everybody hates me. They hate me anyway because they think that, I don't know. I don't remember exactly verbatim. So there's that. But Jen, are you listening? Because I asked a few people if this was ever outed. Jen, are you listening? The calls are coming from in the house. Napa is the one that got all of the FOIA requests. The FOIAs that the ones that were not my police station, those came from Napa. The ones that, the ones that were triggering to me and everybody else, those came from Napa. How fucked up is that, guys?
That is fucked up.
Don't even
That you're
understand
gonna
it because
put that out there. That you're gonna put that out there just like Jen does. That's why I say they're twins, and now they have another sister. So we have triplets that put shit out to get payback because your shit was outed. Okay, go ahead, George.
Mm-hmm.
sense, Napa does feel for Jen, but then in the same sense, she's stabbing her in the back. But yeah, Jen, 100 and a million %, those came from Napa. So that is my
But
little
didn't Jen, oh, hold on a second.
for being a
I said
bitch.
this, I heard this in KK's yesterday. Didn't Jen said, and she just said it again, you played it earlier, that the report had Jennifer, you know, her last name on it. And
Mhm.
now she's saying it was Napa. So everybody knew it was Napa. Well, Jews knew it was Napa, but she let, not gonna say let, did she ever correct the fact that Jen was blaming Geneva?
Well, Jen was blaming Sophie first.
Well,
So
yes, she did, and we all said that was bullshit.
yeah, but Jules never corrected her, and even at this time, Jules was good with Sophie as well. So she was sitting in these chats with KK, allowing KK to take the blame for this, and Napa is the one who was pulling these reports. Then she
Yep.
allowed,
She said over and over again, she didn't pull nothing; they were given to her.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
But yeah, all of them, Jen. The ones that KK read recently, Napa. She got them from Napa.
So, like I said, remember that one live when I was like, oh, they're working together, blah, blah, blah. I said, it sounds like this is a setup. It sounds like these were given to KK as a setup. Now it makes sense. She wasn't just set, and Jules, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
damn, George, you did say that, and I
Yeah,
hate to admit it. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm sorry. This is Jules. Did Napa pull him and maybe give him to KK? Yes. But I'm telling you, she was directed to do so by Jules because Jules said, I don't even like KK. I just wanted those abuse videos. So you were setting KK up. This was all you, Jules. No matter how you slice and dice it, this was done for you. And then remember when I also said, damn, they were setting AC up. Do y'all think they were setting Jen up and telling Jen to strike AC? And
You
everybody
said
looked.
that, but here's the thing, though. Let me just ask you this, George. So you believe by hearing what she said, how she never liked KK, that she directed Napa to give those to KK so KK can read them. And then people were going to be so disgusted by the fact that she was reading them that they would have turned their backs on KK. Is that what you're getting at?
I don't know to say what Jules wanted from all of this, what she thought was going to happen by this. Maybe something legal. Honestly, yeah, something legal. Because in that video I played, Jen said, I have to start taking this serious. If I want to get something civil, something, I have to start taking this serious.
But she can't because she is a willing participant. She engages in it. And I told her that a long time ago. If you want to do something legal, you cannot participate in it.
But the thing is, Jen's not listening to us. You can tell Jen anything you want to. She doesn't want our acceptance. She wants the approval of Jules and them. So if Jules is saying, yeah, do this, da 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 da, Jen's listening to that because that's really ultimately where Jen wants to be. She wants to be with Jules.
Okay, let me ask Rochelle a question. She just said Jen doesn't know how to be a friend. That's why people are leaving. But Rochelle, you keep going back over there. You keep going to try to be her friend. So what am I missing here?
Jen doesn't know how to be a friend. Yeah, and it's hard to tell what Jules wanted from this. But also remember what I said in that last live. That live when I said, oh, they're working together. They're all working together. Remember that? I also said,
Yep, I remember. And I was like, no, I can't see that. I just can't. And I kept saying, I can't see that. I said, after all the things that Juice has done to her, I said, I can't see why. But then, when I was listening and when she told me she was going to cut off her stump, um, I can't. I can't. And then she said she sent her a message. I'm like, wait, what? This woman has dogged me, has dogged my family, and you're
Mhm.
going to send her a message because you don't want no one to hurt themselves. And Jen, you keep throwing up the fact that I told her to cut deep by the K. Bitch, if you write my name on your arm and you put that K on that fucking part right there, you know where that main vein hits, I would tell you the same thing. Cut deep by the K.
Mhm. And so remember before it was, we just gave her the email. I just gave her the email. That was it. That was it. But then a month later, 2 months later, now we're finding out Napa is the one who pulled those reports and you knew about it.
But how many people knew? Okay, it doesn't matter who knew that Napa pulled them. It just doesn't matter. The fact is that she did pull them. What was the purpose of her pulling those? Why?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why? I mean, was she trying to show that kind of person that Jen is? But then people keep saying that she has a soft spot for her, because if you have a soft,
If that's a soft spot, I would hate to see what a hard spot is.
I knew you were coming back with that.
And I'm being honest to God, dead serious.
Okay,
What's the
Rochelle,
hard
I
spot?
understand that you were trying to be good for other people. Okay.
And so when I did call Jules or Jen to figure out why did you strike AC, I'm trying to figure all this out, blah 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 blah. She immediately started bringing up Carrie Taylor. Something about the
What about
courthouse
Carrie
with
Taylor?
huh?
What about Carrie Taylor? See how she throws all these people in the
Yeah.
middle of all of this nonsense?
Mm-hmm. And I don't understand why she was telling me that. I don't I don't know. Whatever it is with Carrie Taylor, you can probably believe and guess there's a setup involved with Carrie Taylor too. So yeah.
But isn't Carrie Taylor her friend? I don't know Carrie Taylor to get involved in a whole bunch of stuff. I remember she contacted me one time, and that was a while back, but I don't see her getting involved with a whole bunch of BS. But then I don't go to a whole bunch of chats that these people are in, so I don't know. But why would she bring up Carrie Taylor to you? What does Carrie Taylor have to do with any of this?
I have no idea, but I'm just warning everybody, don't involve yourself with Jen. Do not get involved with her drama and her fuck shit. This shit is out of control with her. And in my personal opinion, I believe she's working with Genevra as well. That's just my opinion.
No, 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 no,
Heidi, you doubt it?
no,
You've doubted me
no,
before. You've doubted me
no.
before. You've doubted
She
me
was
before.
just talking trash about Geneva, as she calls her. No.
But wasn't she talking shit about Jules and she said she was in the wind or in the woods cutting her arms off because
Right, stop.
so
Just stop.
mark my words.
Stop.
Who do you think Harry Shue is on Reddit? It's
I
Geneva.
don't know. I don't go to Reddit, but okay, I believe you then.
Yeah, it's Geneva. Not lying to you. So when I said Geneva, Harry Shue was talking shit about Sophie on Reddit. 2 seconds later, Jen was talking about her on her community tab. Hey, you've been wrong before. You've been wrong.
I can't. I can't. I can't.
Uh-huh. Even at that time when Jen was making that video talking about it was somebody named Jennifer. I won't say her last name. oh, but she pulled the video. It says she pulled the videos. But then you said Sophie did it. So what's really going on here, girl?
Can I ask you a question? Do you think that Napa pulled that in Jennifer's name? But then again, I just read in the chat that well, that is Napa's name too. But do you think that it was pulled in Geneva's name? You know, because you don't have to give them your real name. You know that, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, okay, let's say this. Let's say Napa did pull it in Geneva's name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck did someone in West Virginia did it? Where'd that
Yeah, so where did that come from?
You know what I mean?
Because an email is not going to tell you.
And on top of that, like I said, you're not putting that request in and you're getting it back the same day, the same week. You're not getting it back. Like I said, I put that request in on May 20th and I still haven't got anything back yet. So how did Jen get them back that fast? So it's all a lie. And I can show you guys.
Oh my God. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Oh my God. They said this community is horrible.
Yeah.
And I do.
This is awful. God
awful. Oh God. So we had Pizzagate. We had the CPS calls years ago. We had job calling, all of oh God. Oh Jesus.
Mm-hmm. They don't know how to stop with this stupid craziness. And it's only going to get worse, I'm telling you. Jules is going back to mob too, so she's just putting her foot in.
Wait a minute. So you said that she's been in FBS's chat. You mean the FBS that dogged her out and called her everything but a child of God? That FBS?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't forget
Let's see how that works out.
Hey,
oh, Plumbergate too.
Yeah.
Hi, Chris. Yeah, I forgot about Plumbergate too. Okay.
I lied and denied it.
Oh my God, George. Because when you said that you had got the recording and you said, I was like, oh my God, they really did call. I mean, not that I thought you were lying. I thought maybe it was just like, but no, not one, but two different plumbers. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're wasting people's time, and it was snowing really. Suppose that guy would have got into an accident or something. Do people ever stop to think about the consequences?
No, they only care about themselves. They only care about themselves.
Because George, when you showed that video, that was a lot of snow out there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you have to pay? I forgot to even ask you. Did you have to pay them for coming out to your house?
I would have had to pay that service fee, and I did offer to pay the service fee because I feel bad for the guy. But they had told me no, not to pay it. But they did tell me if I get his information to let them know, and they will go after him legally for that. I have that call recorded too. So I think today I might upload that in a short and put it out there where Waterworks said, yeah, that's fraud.
Oh my goodness. I don't understand what people be thinking, because you're only hurting yourselves when you keep doing this dumb shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's the truth. You're hurting yourself. You're not hurting anybody else.
Mm-hmm. And you know who gave him my information?
Let me guess. Jules?
Nope.
Geneva?
Yep. Yep.
So it really was, well, yeah, because it was Ghost and Shadow, because that was the same voice that we heard on your panel.
Yep.
So yeah, I heard that voice too when he called to have Paula's horse, when he talked about having Paula's horse euthanized. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought that was just a rumor
Mhm.
until they played him talking about it. I was like, Jesus Christ.
So, Geneva, you're really working up RO number 2. You're really working for that one. I've seen where you've went to my high school, what is it, high school yearbook, whatever, and you made an account pretending to be me.
Classmate.com? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. How fucking sick.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy.
Mm-hmm. And that
Go ahead, finish playing your stuff because I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you with that, but I just had to come. I get so tired of hearing that woman mention my name. I cannot take it. I'm gonna go out in the woods. I'm gonna cut off my right leg and my left arm. Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna get off here. I have to go pick my order up from Lowe's. Don't you judge me.
I'm not gonna say a word. Oh, wait a minute. Someone had to pay the vet $250. The vet called the police. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's crazy. And everybody that was going after me that year, look where they're at now. Look at Maria. Look at Jules. Look at Geneva. Look at Michael Wagner, aka Ghost of Shadows. Look at Roadhog. Look at how their lives have turned out. Like,
George, let me ask you a question before you continue with that. Did you ever come online with your real name?
Okay, in the beginning, I did. This was a long time ago. But clearly they never caught it because they thought my name was Basan. If they had that and they was able to figure it out then, what took them so long to dox me?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I did, there was a screenshot of it. They put it on Reddit. I think Missy Tessa is the one who's taken responsibility for finding it. But it was actually in Jules's chat. So, but even still, that was just a name. You know how common that name is? And then they didn't have my address, none of that. And
see, I didn't even know your last name until it was put out, with the Wilson basketball. You know what I mean? I knew it was George, but I didn't know your last. But should I never asked your last name?
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead.
And then that's that. So I remember being live, and I know it was Geneva. She came into my account. So what is your real age? And stupid ass inquiring minds said last night in Deadly's, remember when he said he was 33? Yeah, Margaret. And I still look 32, if you want to be funny. So no. But anyhow,
I'm 29. Fuck. Okay.
I'm actually only 6 weeks old, to be honest with you, if we're on a lie.
Because my sons keep asking me, how do they keep getting older and I get younger? I have no damn idea. But if I keep going back, I'm going to have my first child when I was 3 years old.
I know, right?
I'm going to have my first baby at 3. So shit. Because every time they get older, I'm like, why the hell you? And and my son was like, yeah, that just don't sound right, Mom. Yeah, something's wrong with this picture, Mother. I'm like, it's not my fault. No shit. My granddaughter, shit. I was like, oh God, she just had a birthday too. I'm like, okay, y'all got to stop with these birthdays.
I know, right? But anyhow, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go to Lowe's, pick my order up. And then, I don't know, I might be live tomorrow. We got a few things to do in this house still. So,
okay, well, I'm going to be live tomorrow because I am going to talk about this new shit with Nolan Wells. And I definitely have to get all into David Burke because, yeah, I'm waiting for him to take a plea deal. But George, if you on my live, remember when I said, how did she get a passport? Guess how she got the passport? Her parents signed for it. They signed a waiver to let her travel with it. I said it. The parents have to know. I said his mother had to know. Damn, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to call you here in a few.
All right. I'll talk at you later. Bye, guys. Thank you for having me. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a great day. See you, Trot.